Red onion is misunderstood. Most people think it is just an onion with color. That assumption misses everything that matters. Red onion, botanically known as Allium cepa, belongs to the same species as yellow and white onions, yet its behavior is distinct. Color is not cosmetic here. It signals chemical differences that affect flavor, aroma, nutrition, and culinary use. The purple-red skin and flesh come from anthocyanins, water-soluble pigments also found in berries and red cabbage. These compounds are antioxidants, but more importantly, they change how the onion reacts to heat, acid, and time. Red onions originated in regions of Central Asia and the Middle East, where onions were first domesticated thousands of years ago. Through selective cultivation, farmers favored varieties that were milder, juicier, and visually striking. This made red onion ideal for raw consumption. Unlike yellow onions, which are optimized for cooking, red onions are balanced between sharpness and sweetness. Raw, they have bite, but it is cleaner and less sulfur-heavy. Cooked, they soften faster and sweeten earlier. This makes red onion a transitional ingredient. It moves easily between raw and cooked states without losing identity. Structurally, red onions have thinner cell walls than storage onions. This is why they slice cleanly, release juice quickly, and pickle efficiently. Acids interact with their pigments, turning them bright pink or magenta. This visual reaction is one reason red onion dominates modern plating. Flavor chemistry explains their reputation. All onions contain sulfur compounds that convert into pungent molecules when cut. Red onions contain slightly lower concentrations of these compounds and higher natural sugars. The result is a sharper first hit with a faster fade. This is why red onion feels aggressive at first bite but does not linger harshly. In raw applications, red onion brings contrast. In salads, it cuts fat. In sandwiches, it adds snap. In salsas, it sharpens freshness. The crunch matters as much as the flavor. In cooked dishes, red onion behaves differently from yellow onion. It caramelizes faster but does not go as deep. It softens but retains shape. Prolonged heat dulls its color, which is why it is often added later in cooking. Culturally, red onion is global. In Mediterranean cuisine, it is eaten raw with olive oil and tomatoes. In Middle Eastern cooking, it is paired with herbs and lemon. In Latin America, it becomes pickled onion garnish. In South Asia, it is eaten raw with meals to balance spice. Pickling deserves special attention. Red onion pickles faster than any other common onion. Acid breaks down its structure quickly, while anthocyanins react instantly, producing vivid color. This is chemistry doing marketing. Nutritionally, red onions punch above their weight. They contain vitamin C, vitamin B6, folate, potassium, and manganese. More importantly, they contain quercetin, a flavonoid linked to anti-inflammatory and cardiovascular benefits. Quercetin concentration is higher in red onions than in white or yellow varieties. It concentrates near the outer layers, which is why over-peeling wastes value. Red onions also support gut health through prebiotic fibers like inulin. These fibers feed beneficial gut bacteria, indirectly supporting immunity and digestion. Despite their benefits, red onions are often misused. Cooking them too long destroys color and flattens flavor. Using them raw without soaking can overwhelm dishes. Balance is required. Soaking sliced red onion in cold water reduces sharpness by washing away surface sulfur compounds. Acid soaking transforms both flavor and color. Heat transforms sweetness but erases vibrancy. Agriculturally, red onions are less shelf-stable than yellow onions. They have higher moisture content and thinner skins. This limits long-term storage but improves freshness and texture. They prefer moderate climates and well-drained soil. Stress during growth increases pungency, which can be desirable or undesirable depending on market preference. Visually, red onion is assertive. Purple layers, concentric rings, sharp contrast. This makes it a favorite in food photography and modern cuisine. It signals freshness instantly. Psychologically, color affects taste perception. People perceive red onion as sweeter even before tasting. This expectation shapes experience. The biggest mistake with red onion is treating it like a default onion. It is not neutral. It is expressive. Red onion does not disappear into dishes. It announces itself. It demands intention. Used correctly, it adds freshness, sharpness, and color in one motion. Used carelessly, it dominates and distracts. Red onion is not background flavor. It is punctuation.